What's up, fam? Good morning! Reporting here from inside of my car. I just dropped off the twins for their game this morning, their soccer game this morning. We've had a full day already we've already had 2 soccer games actually, but we're here yet again. Landon had a tournament this weekend. Can we just appreciate for a second? Can you see this? Do you guys see this? Do you see this? Clouds! I'm so excited for clouds. It is feeling so fall like out today. And if you guys watch our last video, you know that we are like in the middle of a project. Well, actually, we're in the beginning of the project. We actually haven't fully started yet, but it's supposed to rain all this week. And I don't know how much it's actually going to rain. One can hope, but we are just a few short weeks away from our massive annual Halloween party. And you guys know it is getting bigger and better every year, but I have a lot of prep to do. And one of the things that we wanted to do before this year's party was make a pathway to the field, which is where it's likely going to be. I say likely because it like slightly depends on the weather. It's actually really stressful. We need a barn. We need a barn so bad, but when am I gonna do that? Between 2 a.m. and 3 a.m. Like, we have so many projects going on in this house since we moved in. So my plan is to just every year work on something. You know, we'll work our way towards our goal, all of our goals, but this year it's going to be a walkway, a pathway up to the soccer field, and I'll show you what I'm talking about later, because first I gotta get out there. I gotta watch these babies play. The game starts in the next 10 minutes. I've been hiding in my car, but it's time. Let's go. We have one of our friends who's also our neighbor, who's also a contractor, bring one of his tools over to help take down all of the weeds around here. That's gonna be the beginning of this project. We just cleared out this area here. You can see where I ran this thing. I don't know what it's called, but it's really fancy. It says Billy Goat on it. And watch how easy these weeds come down. Are you ready? What a difference already. Holy moly. It's called a billy goat? What's that thing called?
Billy goat.
A billy goat. That billy goat works so well. We still have a lot more to go around the field, but we have T-minus like 12 hours before it starts raining here for the week, and we at least want to get this path set down. So we're gonna move on. We're gonna continue that later, which we do need to do by raking a path here. That's what we're gonna do?
Yep.
Okay. Do I know what I'm doing here? Absolutely not, but it can't be that hard, right? Famous last words. With the help of our lovely friends, we decided to just sort of carve out a walkway, which turned out to be way more difficult than we had originally thought. This is about 60 feet of hard clay, soil, and mulch that we had initially poured over the top of it. Our friends brought over their compactor, and we just wet and compacted the entire area as best as we could before rolling out the weed barrier landscape fabric. You can kind of see the project coming together already, but from there we took this garden edging. This is going to keep everything somewhat in place. You just kind of roll it out, stake it down, but the problem with this is that in our area, the land is basically straight up clay. So we struggled getting the plastic stake into the ground that came with the kit and ended up resorting to some long nails instead, which was so much easier. But girl, this took so long. We ended up skipping quite a few holes and just doing some every few feet, but the prep work is officially done now. Moving on to the fun part, the design. We decided to go with these 24-inch by 24-inch square paver stones that we found from Home Depot, which are extremely heavy, by the way. Each stone is 90 pounds. Yes, each. So not only was this labor intensive, but we also had to make several trips back and forth to Home Depot. So anyway, we just kind of eyeballed this again, placing the stones down roughly every 9 inches apart or so from one another before picking out the filler rock. So this is called pea gravel. It's a very cost-effective way and cute, in my opinion, once you see the finished product, to kind of fill the space in between the pavers. But our space is pretty stinking big, about 60 feet long to be exact, so we ordered 2 yards of it for a little over $200, and let me tell you, this went a long way. So the place we got it from was able to actually drop it off, and then from there we shoveled it foot by foot, raking it and leveling it as we go. I say we, but my husband did all of this. But the hardest parts were officially done. The vision is coming to life. I'm so happy to present this right now to you guys. I can't believe it. I mean, I can, but we have officially succeeded in our project. Just about. We're on the finishing step right now. For being our very first like DIY outdoor project, I think it went really, really good. But let me explain what we're now doing. Well, first of all, we got this border, which is definitely not straight. I don't really care, to be totally honest with you. This is better than what was there. We could have probably done a little bit better of job, but this is like a garden border that we got at Home Depot. I think it came out so good. Like, this is better than I expected, to be honest. It also was bigger than we expected. We did not think that it was gonna be this much product, but overall, doing this ourselves, we saved a ridiculous amount of money. And I would say we took so many breaks. I would say it's about a 2-day project too. And this is big. This is a lot. Finishing up here though, our last step, and we kind of just eyeballed this, to be honest. We just like eyeballed it, put it all the way down. We'll get better at this as we go. Final step of this project is going to solve the most common problem out here with this pea gravel, which is all of these rocks, preventing the rocks from moving or, you know, a dog eating them or whatever. This is called mulch glue. Shout out to TikTok for this one. We got 3 gallons of this, and what this is gonna do is this is going to glue down all of this excess everything, supposedly. That's what it says it's gonna do. So we got 3 gallons of this. We're gonna mix it, I think it's a 1-to-1 ratio, into our little sprayer, spray it down, and we should be good to go. Like, that should literally be it. That should solve all of our problems. Maybe not all of them, but the last step of this 2-day project, which I'm so proud of, 0 regrets. All right, and that about sums up that project. There's a few little like finishing touches that I want to do, but in the meantime, we have to pause our day because we have all of extracurricular activities per usual. So we're gonna drop off Missy at cheer, head back to Home Depot while she's at cheer. Does she have her cheer shoes? Yeah. Okay, and then Lilia has to go to dance, and then the twins don't have soccer till later tonight. Landon doesn't have anything today, so it makes it a little bit easier. I say it's a little bit easier of a day. Only 4 of the 5 kids have their sports today. You look so cute. Love you. You've got your private, and then you have flight school. Okay, okay. Oh my goodness. Man, but none of them are like the right theme for us. This is crazy. They're all on crazy sale. And the Christmas decorations are out.
I can't believe it's already Christmas.
I know. Is this other stuff on sale? Yeah, look at this. All of this is on sale. Holy smokes.
This should be opposite, right? Shouldn't this?
Yeah, they messed up.
This is a reverse sale.
Oh no. It's saying ours is better.
How?
12 feet tall, 8.
You pay an extra $100 for 2 feet?
And 8 life eyes. Look, it does all that, all those eyes. What is this?
Remember
oh, I do want this.
Remember how you were like, how can I do that cat thingy with the face?
Yeah.
I said use the glow spray.
Oh, look at this. I don't know, I saw this thing on TikTok. Isn't that your favorite phrase? Where you do
Once you say that, I just start driving to Home Depot.
you do a cutout of something, and then you put LED lights behind it, and then it's like a shadow. So I do want to do that too. Do we have a projector? Could I get, in theory, a picture of something to that projector? Have to, right? Connect it somehow, some way. I guess I could just find a movie that has what I need. I just need a projector to trace something so that I can cut it up. Okay, that's not today's project. Today's project, now that we're done with that project, well, we're waiting for it to cure. We have to spray it a few more times, but what we're gonna do in the meantime is DIY a dance floor. So we need plywood and 2x4s to start.
Not drywall?
Not drywall, I don't think. Because these things, believe it or not, to rent are so expensive, minimum $1,000. And last year we were like, oh, you know, don't need one, but like that'd be cool. And I have like a vision for our theme this year. I don't think I've even said what our theme is yet, but for the theme, start putting your guesses down below. I want a checkerboard flooring. So, is this it?
This one would be really cool because it's already interlocking. This one would be nice.
I need to get out. You're all I think about. My head in the clouds. With you I was bound.
Is that how much they cost?
Yes.
All right, we started with 3 4x8 pieces of 1/2-inch plywood. It's gonna make the size of the dance floor 8 feet by 12 feet, which I think is enough. We'll see. Okay, this is gonna be our trial year. The video that I watched, they made it double that size, but I don't think it's necessary. So we're gonna now get 9 pieces of 2x4s that we're going to put onto the bottom of this for support. So then we need screws, paint, and then the sealant, and then we're done. This is easy. Easy lemon squeezy, she says now, before doing any of the work.
It's not that hard.
It's not that hard. Nothing's that hard. This year's annual Halloween party theme is
Wonderland.
Wonderland.
That's good. Is it like a forest foggy theme?
Forest foggy. Brief pause in our programming because look what decided to show up. We love that. We need that, but can't exactly make a dance floor out here. So we're gonna put a pause on that. And instead, we've got a pretty exciting trip coming up here soon. So I made a little nail appointment for me and Addie. I tried to get Lilia to go too, but she does not like having her nails done. So I think it's just gonna be me and Addie this time. She finished her school early today and we spent all weekend doing soccer. So we're gonna have a little girls afternoon. We're gonna go get some Halloween nails.
Disney Halloween. Except we hit every red light on the way.
Yeah, we're late.
I kind of want her to do this because it's like Mickey ears.
So cute. She's an icon. Living for the Mickey ghost. Finished product. Are you kidding? Nailed it. Get it. Here's my before. Love her, but we're going full. Okay, we're going full Halloween, like full. It's time. I'm braiding my hair. Love her. Wow. Gotta finish out our transition. Should I put my hands in the same way? My finger! Why is it doing that?
Mom, what is your finger doing?
I was like this and it started going like it's blue sky and raining right now. I wonder if there's a rainbow. Bye! Go to the car, Addie. Go to the car. Love this weather. It's like not even cold. Here's what I got. And here's what Addie got. Obsessed. Started with screwing on the 2x4s lengthwise along the backs of the board. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. This is going to be the backbone of the flooring, so we wanted to make sure we covered a pretty decent surface area for support. Finish that to prime the entire surface of the floor. This is a high gloss paint and primer. This year's theme is Wonderland, so I envisioned a black and white checkered dance floor, which would double as a fun accent to the decor, but I really tried to minimize the workload as much as possible, so 2-in-1 was necessary because in a perfect world, I'd just slap on the black squares on top of it, right? Wrong. This next part was by far the most tedious project I've done in a while, and that is because if your measurements are ever so slightly off, the entire board will look whack, but no pressure, right? First, we tried this straight line chalk reel to make sure we could tape off a straight line, but I was afraid the blue was going to stain the white, and there was no part of me that wanted to paint more than I had to. So I switched to just measuring out 1 foot by 1 foot squares each with a pencil before taping off the area that I was going to paint. Here's the thing, because these are every other square, you can't do it all at once. You have to take one section, tape it off, paint it, pull it up, wait for it to dry, and then do that all over and over and over and over and over again. So about 7 hours later, I finally finished off the squares, touched up some of the corners where the tape ripped off the paint, and now my vision is coming together. That was time well spent. Time for logistics though. In order to keep these 3 large pieces in place, we picked up 6 sash locks. These little things lock into place and then unlock so we can store them all separately. We put 3 in a row in each gap, clamped them together, and flipped this back over. Now, I didn't do all this work just for it to get ruined in one night though. We got a gallon of clear polyurethane, although I had my doubts with this because when we poured it, it was most definitely not clear, but trust the process, right? This stuff is supposed to protect the boards against wear and tear, scuffs, water spills, etc. And to my surprise, it did in fact dry clear and beautiful. We do about 3 coats of this, and now we can use this dance floor for years to come at half the cost, and voila, I am so happy with it, and we can always add on next year. I am exhausted. I know I say this every single year. October, March, my 2 busiest times of the year. I'm getting by, but barely. I say barely. I'm just trying to decide if I am too in over my head at this moment. I have all these hopes and dreams of things that I want to do and get done between the Halloween party, annual Halloween Disney trip, not to mention newly homeschooling all my kids, making dinner, keeping the house clean. Ugh. Which it's not. Those are boxes filled with all of my kids' hopes and dreams for Halloween. The projects are just never ending because the vision in my head is so grand. But I will make it through. I am so sorry about my lack of consistency here. I'm gonna get through it. I know I will. One project at a time, one day at a time. But we're doing it. We're here. Give me all of your tips and tricks down below and stay tuned because there is so much more to come. As always, make sure you follow me on all of my social media where I try to post somewhere every single day. That is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day and I'll see you in our next video.